Hello, all. How are you doing? It is January 20th in the NBA. It's Monday. It's the start of a new week, and we got 4 NBA plays locked and loaded for you on this big slate. Now, this is an interesting slate, and we'll dive into that in just one moment. But as always, we begin with a recap. 2-0 day on Sunday. Quick and easy. Banchero over 4.5 assists. Cash it. And D'Angelo Russell under 15.5 points. Didn't matter what line you got. You didn't even hit double digits, as I kind of said. I didn't think he'd even get to 10 points. He did not. He ended with 9. Now, if you're curious, Banchero had 15 potential assists. If he didn't get us those 5, man, I don't know what we would have done. But hey, we will take the 2-0 day. Now, as I said, today is a weirder slate in the NBA. It is Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the United States. So normally the NBA kind of goes all out, but we also have a lot of random start times. So depending on when you're watching this, there's a chance that a few of our picks have already tipped off. And if that's the case, hopefully we look smart today. But as I said, you look at the slate, 12, I don't have a pick in that game. Then 2, 2:33, 3:35, and only 2 late night games, which I'll be honest with you, I don't like either of them. But I will talk about the games that we do not touch on in this video, including these last 2, in case you are watching and maybe our picks have already tipped off. So stick around till the end of the video. I'll talk about every single game on the slate, maybe tell you some things I looked at, maybe why I'm not taking things either way. But why are we kind of not having a lot of late night games? Well, I understand why the NBA did it like that, because it's the College Football National Championship is tonight. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Our best bets video was posted last night. I encourage you to check it out. I'll link it down below. Top link in description. I think I'm on like a 39-12 run in college football. Logan's on like a 26-12 run. He's on a 6-0 run too. Go check it out. Find our favorite picks. We also have an Underdog fantasy entry in that video. I think trying to turn $25 into a little over 200. So again, I'll link that video down below. But you guys don't care about that. You care about some winners. And our first winner of the day, hopefully, is a guy that honestly pains me to see his face. Cade Cunningham over 26.5 points, -102 on FanDuel. Apologies today. I forgot to put the banners that scroll down below at the bottom of the screen. So you're going to have to lock in with me. I like Cade tonight. Now, obviously, the elephant in the room, Cade Cunningham did just cost us our ladder challenge on Saturday. Needed 21 points from us. He got us 20, missed a bunch of bunnies, shot 7 of 26. I love him today, though, and I'm willing to put that beside us if he can win back our money in this play. And I think it is a great one on the road in Houston, taking on the Rockets. Now, we've talked about Cade. They don't have a lot of ball handlers out there. I mean, Jaden Ivey's done, and outside of that, they got really no one else to handle the rock, and that's why Cade gets some insane usage. Now, we've seen Cade, obviously on the season, not the best hit rate, 11 of 30 games. That's not really going to get it done. But let's just look at games without Jaden Ivey. Over in 6 of 12. So not the best hit rate, but again, you're looking at some high volume games, 35, a lot of 30+ point games. These last 2, though, 7 of 21 here, 7 of 26 here. So again, 2 terrible shooting games. If you told me Cade Cunningham shoots 20 plus shots tonight, wouldn't honestly surprise me. I think that's what he's guaranteed to shoot. Now, what I really like in this matchup is you look at how he scores. The Rockets 29th against pick and roll ball handlers, the number 1 guys with the ball in their hands. They really struggle. They give up a lot of points there. Why? Because they stay home on spot-up shooters. The spot-up shooters, we think about the Pistons roster. If you were to go to their whole roster here, you're going to look at a team that, let's honestly, in their lineup, spot-up shooter here. Ausar Thompson can't make shots, so he's kind of a spot-up shooter. Tobias Harris, basically a spot-up guy. Off the bench, Beasley, Sasser, Ronald Holland, they'll leave him open. Simone Fontecchio. All these guys are spot-up shooters. Terrible spot for them. So Cade should have great usage, and a very similar matchup. The New York Knicks scored 36 points. The Knicks ranked 30th against the pick and roll ball handlers. So again, a great spot for Cade. Should get some great volume. He might find his way into the ladder challenge. I won't make him score 21 points if that is the case. Only 20. But again, I really like the spot here tonight. My only hope is that this game remains close. If it remains close, I'm pretty confident he gets us at bare minimum 20 points. I think he scores 27 or more tonight. He will not keep missing all these shots. They're going in and out. If you want to see, just type in Cade Cunningham NBA and just go and look at all the field goal attempts. All super close. A lot of rimming in and out. I'll trust him today. My second pick. Going to go to a guy with the same exact line as Cade, but it's not points. It's actually points and rebounds. That's Jaylen Johnson of the Atlanta Hawks, over 26.5 points plus rebounds, -115 on FanDuel, a 1-unit play. Now, like I said, with Cade, this is an earlier start. I think what is their game start at 3? Something like that, against the New York Knicks at New York. So this is going to be an early start. Hopefully Cade made me look smart. Hopefully Jaylen Johnson makes me look smart as well. I really like the spot here for him. If you're thinking about just value-wise, his points line is 17.5. His rebounds line is 9.5. Typically, that would equate to a 27.5 points plus rebounds line because normally if you add the 17 and 9, 26.5, then they bump it up one. So the fact we're getting at 26.5, I will happily take it. I'd still take it at 27.5. Now, Jaylen Johnson, and we need to talk about him, he made his return in his most recent game. That was this game against the Celtics. Now, he played 38 minutes. I will note some minutes came in overtime. So whatever, 33 minutes, if you will. 14 points, shot 5 of 13, 4 of 7 from free throws, 13 rebounds, though. So he had a big game there. Now, I don't hate the assist today for Jaylen Johnson. Is sitting around 3.5. And the difference between points and rebounds and PRAs is, 26, 27.5 to 30, 31.5. I just don't like taking a lot of PRA lines. That's just my personal opinion. I always feel like these are the sharpest ones out there. So I prefer the points and rebounds. As I said, for Jaylen Johnson, you see 26.5 on almost every single book here. Jaylen Johnson has played really well against the Knicks. You look at these two games, 38 and 36, 20 shots here, 15 rebounds. 18 shots here, 23 points, 15 rebounds again. Now, we talked about the New York Knicks, and the big thing we need to talk about is you're going to talk about the New York Knicks injury report. And the big guy we need in the lineup tonight is the big Purr. We need Cat back in the lineup today, and I think he is. He practiced fully on Sunday. We need him in the lineup. Why is that? Because he will take away the centers away from the hoop. So guys like Onyeka Okongwu, guys like Clint Capella, they'll be taken away from the hoop. Should really give us some great upside for Mr. Jaylen Johnson to grab some more boards. So again, I really think this line's too low for him. If you're looking at points and rebounds for Jaylen Johnson, he's over this line in 22 of 30 games. He's been pretty aggressive against the Knicks. I think this is a great spot for him. So I'll take his over in points plus rebounds. Third place is going to be an under. We need an under. You can't just bet overs in the NBA and expect to make money every single night. It is an under on a 3-point prop. Now, I haven't gone back and tracked our unders and threes lately, but we've been pretty good on them. Let's hope this guy's bricking some shots, and that is going to be our fella, Andrew Wiggins. We're heading out to the Bay Area. Under 2.5 made threes at minus 140. Now, you guys know I don't lay juice like that. I really don't like going above minus 140. I'd give you some, I think it is minus 150 or minus 160 on FanDuel. Some alternate lines, or not alternate lines, maybe a same game parlay that I do like is him plus maybe Kristaps to get you 10 points. I also like probably Kristaps 10 points is what I would do in that game. I like him the most out of all the Celtics scores. But as I said, the Boston Celtics are on the road taking on the Golden State Warriors. They're 10-point favorites here. Now, there is some injury news here. Stephen Curry is on the injury report. If he doesn't play, you might get better value on Andrew Wiggins. I honestly don't care. I was going to take Andrew Wiggins under in points at 19.5, but personally, I just don't see him knocking down 3 threes. If he does, I feel like he gets you over 20 points. And there's ways he could get over 20 points without making 3 threes. So I'd rather take the under in threes. You can take both of them. A little bit more juice than I like. But again, I really like this spot here. Now, let's talk about Mr. Wiggs. I'll talk about the Bay Area in a second. Wiggs, under in, 18 of 30 games. So pretty solid. Now, something's happened in these last few games. His last 3. 4 on 9 shots, 2 on 8, and then 4 on 10. So he's been firing it up a lot. Now, I will admit the Raptors, a great matchup for 3-point shooting. They like to double the opposing ball handler. So Steph Curry is getting doubled. Guys are going to be wide open. Timberwolves, I don't know why the heck he's firing up 8 threes, but whatever. And then 4 against the Wizards, whatever. The Wizards don't play defense, fine. Wiggins is just not a high volume shooter. I mean, this is a guy that I believe on the season is averaging about 6 threes per game. And the main reason I like this one is you look at how he scores. Spot up shooting. This is a team in the Celtics third best in spot up shooting. We've talked to them before. Catch and shoot 3-pointers. Well, you're going to hard pressed to find a team that doesn't give up more than them or less than them. Celtics third fewest spot up threes allowed. So again, I just don't see it being a great spot for him. In transition is where he also gets a lot of his looks. And again, the Celtics, a top 10 defensive team there. So where is he getting his 3-point looks from? I mean, last year we saw him play them twice. Well, he played them earlier this season. I didn't even note that. 0 for 3 from the 3-point line. Now, last year, did he play them? I think he missed all of his games. But I believe the other game he played them, he only had 1 3-point attempt. No Draymond Green tonight, so no guy that can help set him up. I don't know. Maybe call me a hater. I just don't think he's a great 3-point shooter. I mean, he shoots 39%, but I think he's more of a spot-up guy. He's not a, hey, come here, Jason Tatum. I'm going to give you a pull-up, step back. If Wiggins is shooting step-back threes, then either 1, he's on fire, or 2, those probably ain't going in. It's just not his game. And we've seen, when Wiggins faces a team that is a pretty good defensive team, let's just say top 15, mean, he's under in, 13 of 18 games. And heck, 2 of them were the Blazers and Clippers early in the year, and he shot very well in those games. So again, I just don't see this being a good spot for him. I'll fade him. I just think this line's I mean, if he makes three threes and he's firing up 8 to 9, sure, we might be cooked, but I just don't see him shooting, 9 threes like he's been shooting the last few games. I mean, if you were to isolate, in these games against top 15 defenses, sure, you got 8 here, 4, 5, 3, 7. Sure, he shot 19 times here, fine. Lakers, 7, 5, 9 here, fine. He was red hot. I'll allow it. 3, 4. I mean, he's just not shooting a ton. So again, if you were to take his 3-point attempts and say, hey, we don't think Wiggins is shooting more than 8 threes tonight, he's under in 21 of 29. I mean, if he shoots a 9 threes, fine. I'll take my L on the chin, but I just don't see him shooting that many. So I'll take the chances here. I hope you understand the play. Let's move on. My final play of the day, and this one will be an earlier one. Day 1 of the ladder challenge. I get it. NFL, we lost yesterday. NFL, man, just been bad vibes for the ladder the last few times. But NBA, I really feel like we're going to have a run here. And sure, you don't have to sail the ladder. I get it. It can be traumatizing when they lose. But again, I feel like a lot of people have this connotation that I go out there and we lose ladders every single day. I really don't do the ladder as often as people think. They just come on and they see me. Maybe they're on social media on like Instagram or TikTok, and that's just what the algorithm picks up. I don't do the ladder too often, but I've committed to myself that over the next, I want to say, month or two in the NBA, we're going to give it a college try. We're going to give it some actual effort. And not that I don't give every single day effort, but what I mean is normally in the ladder, we're doing it for like 1 week. We take some bad L's and I'm like, I can't take it anymore. And I quit it. And then we bring it back a week or like 3 weeks later. What would happen if we actually gave it a try where we're like, hey, every single day, we're going to keep putting our best play out there and see how we do. I'm very confident we at least get to a day 6 or 7 climb, and then we figure it out there. But I really think we've had some really bad beats in there for the NBA. And we're talking like Giannis to get 8 rebounds. He doesn't play in the 4th. Kate Cunningham, the most recent one. What were other L's? I don't even remember. They're too traumatizing. But again, I like it. So again, our 4 plays of the day: Cade's over in points, Jaylen Johnson over in points plus rebounds, Wiggins under in threes, and then day 1 of the ladder challenge, which should be live probably pretty early. Because if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be targeting some of these earlier games. So stay tuned. It should be live around 12 at the latest, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So again, hopefully you've tapped in and you are locked in for all the picks. Let's talk about these other games, and I'll go kind of more full screen on this side. Let's talk about these games. Dallas and Charlotte. No Brandon Miller here for the Hornets. I personally just don't like this game. I don't like the 12 start. That can always be weird. A guy I looked at was PJ Washington. He's making his return to Charlotte. He did it once last season. Let's see if this game's here. Technically, this game's not popping up. Yeah, he sucked. I'll be honest with you, he sucked. He went 0 for 7. So I'm really avoiding that game. I don't honestly mind a Mark Williams under in like points or something like that. I don't know. It's just not a great spot for a guy that rolls to the hoop like Mark Williams. All he does is score in the restricted area. Mavericks aren't the best matchup there, but Derek Lively, I believe, is back. So that would be a big guy if this guy's back, maybe fading Mark Williams. Detroit, Houston, Minnesota. This one has Ja Morant questionable. So that's kind of why I'm staying away from it. I hate the T-Wolves. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate them. I just don't really like that game. Knicks, we already talked about that one. Phoenix and Cleveland. Donovan Mitchell's line is up like crazy. Evan Mobley is out for them. So is Isaac Okoro. I don't mind a Jared Allen line. Like, I really am confident he scores 10 or more points. He might find his way in the ladder for 10 points. You know what? That might be a ladder leg. Stay tuned for that. Man, this is going to be a longer video than normal, but like you look at Jared Allen. Oops. Game log without Evan Mobley. I mean, the numbers are pretty dang good. Again, you look at the numbers: 14, 21, 24. Those were all this year: 15, 25, 23, 10, 17. So pretty good there, and a very good matchup for him. Where am I? Very good matchup against the Phoenix Suns. Sure, they got Nick Richards, but he doesn't play defense. He just fouls. So again, don't mind that there. Maybe we get involved in the ladder here. We'll see. Boston, Golden State. We were top of that one. This one, Zion's injured. Trey Murphy's going to go over in points. I won't be on it, but he'll go over just because that'll piss me off. Utah's got so many guys injured. I don't mind a Keontae George under just because, I'll be honest, I think he sucks. But I don't love that game. And then you can't pay me enough money to bet on a Bull player right now. You just can't. And then the Clippers, I just don't like their team either. So again, there's a lot of teams out there that, man, it's like throwing darts out there trying to bet on them. And Bulls are one of them. Clippers feel like one of them as well. Like Harden gets you 17 points. It's just like, is he getting you to 22 and a half? Probably not. He's going to end with like 21 or 22. So yeah, that's kind of how I feel about that. But either way, those are my favorite picks. A reminder, if you want me to go through them again, fine, I'll do it for you. Here you go. Cade's over in points, early start. Jaylen Johnson over in points plus rebounds, early start. Wiggins, what does he start at? He starts at 5 p.m. Eastern time. So a little bit early, but not the earliest. And then day one of the ladder challenge, which will probably be an early start. So hopefully you're tapped in. Hopefully you have a good day. I do final note, and I'll put it on the screen. Ohio State, Notre Dame, best bets. That video is linked right here. Go check it out. Logan's been dialed in the college football. I've been dialed in. Let's have a big day. Of course, I'll see you guys back in tomorrow, hopefully recapping a sweep, just like we kind of had yesterday. See you guys then. Again, my final note, thank you guys again for all voting for my wife. I haven't told her, but hopefully she wins that. If she doesn't win that thing, dude, something's messed up. They probably thought we were like, I saw some people voting from India. They're probably like, how the heck is this person voting? But either way, appreciate you guys for voting for her. I know it will mean a lot to her. So thank you again for anyone that's tunes in. If you're all the way at the end of the video, 16 minutes in, thank you again. Let's have a good day. And I will have the ladder challenge cooked up for you once we get some alternate lines and probably the Knicks game, the Pistons game, and maybe that Cavaliers game. So again, appreciate you. Thank you again. I'll see you guys back again in the next one. Peace. Go check out that Ohio State Notre Dame video. Do it.